reflect back over the years and my time in the industry, it's changed enormously. And some people may say that I contributed to that change. I never think like this. I was very fortunate that I was the first British chef to win 3 stars in Michelin, the youngest in the world at the time. But let's not forget, I was one chef within that team. The other 14 men who worked with me, they all won 3 stars at the same time. They were part of it, because without them, I wouldn't be the man I am today. I was just the Pied Piper. I made them believe in my dream. They shared my vision, and they worked equally as hard. It's as simple as that. I was very fortunate that I worked with 5 great chefs at a certain period in time, which I regard as the golden age of gastronomy. Albert Roux, Pierre Kaufman, Raymond Blanc, Nicolas Denis, Michael Lawson at the Box Tree. I was very privileged. And then I met great individuals. But the one book that inspired me was a book by Fernand Poin. It was called My Gastronomy. He had a restaurant outside Lyon in a village called Vienne, called La Pyramide. It had 3 stars in Michelin. And his book is more about his philosophy than his recipes. There's no recipes really there. You know, cooking is a philosophy, and the only thing that should dictate is your palate. The people leading the way today in Britain, there's several of them. To name a couple, Danny Clifford at Midsummer's House, very fine food. Philip Howard at the Square in Mayfair, London, again very fine food, very simple, very intelligent. They're leading the way today. The food in Britain today is better than it's ever been in its entire history. It really is. You've got restaurants which are serving food at £20 for 3 courses. You've got restaurants, very fine, serving food for 70 quid. So you've got many options in London today. You know, I like to go to Chinatown, or sometimes I go and visit my friend at Riva, an old-fashioned Italian restaurateur. I'm not into dining in fine restaurants anymore. Once in a while is enough for me. I haven't got the patience. I'm not into 18 courses, 20 courses, 16 courses of small portions on small plates, constantly being interrupted. Lukewarm food. It's like going to a very posh canopy party. You can't teach anyone how to cook. All you can do is show them. It's up to them whether they want to teach themselves. Let's be honest. Painting by numbers is one thing. Cooking by them is something else. A lot of people, they just cook by numbers. It's just a simple recipe. As I've always said in my life, cooking is not a recipe, it's a philosophy, unless it's pastry, and then it's chemistry. So I could take you in the kitchen tomorrow, like I've done with many people in my life. Where are they today? They're like a dog that learns a few tricks. People who cook well, they're the ones who teach themselves because they question everything. A recipe is a guideline, that's what it is. If I think of all the great chefs I've met over the years, the one thing they have in common is that they cook food they like to eat. Winning 3 stars is the most exciting journey of any young chef's life. It really is. Defending stars is the most boring job on earth. And that's why 3-star chefs tend to stray from their kitchens. Because defending a reputation is boring. When I was a young man, Michelin were without question the most powerful guide. Every chef dreamt of winning a star, not 3 stars, because Michelin was so careful in how they gave them away. Firstly, to win 3 stars, you had to be a proprietor, not a chef. And you had to prove yourself over many years. Today, in my opinion, Michelin sprinkles stars like confetti. They dish them out, they serve them up. Today, they introduce the guide to New York, for example. 4 restaurants win 3 stars, X amount of 2 stars. They go to Tokyo, 14 restaurants with 3 stars. Where's the value? These individuals never had to win 1 star, 2 star, straight in at 3. Michelin have changed their criteria. They're in the business of selling guides now. It's as simple as that. Some people still put value on Michelin. My opinion of Michelin is limited. Because let's not forget, people who win 3 stars, 2 stars, or 1 star, they're being judged by people who have less knowledge than themselves. So what's it worth?